got the idea of equality from the One Book, One Northwestern theme this year, which you probably know is Danielle Allen's book called Our Declaration, with a reading of the Declaration of Independence with a look at equality, which is so often overlooked in that text. So I thought it would be brilliant to bring different art forms and artists from different backgrounds together for this, a day of celebrating different aspects of equality. So we called it Arts on Equality.
I put the medicine in her water and prayed and gave her the water. 3 days passed, I saw no seizures. I spoke to the homeopathic doctor, he said, repeat the remedy.
You know, we're living in a time where there's a lot of misinformation. When you turn on the TV, often Muslims are represented as villains, terrorists, bad guys. They're never normal people, and that can be very dangerous.
I honestly feel that two of the biggest problems that the nation has are wealth distribution and education, okay? And those things are directly related to each other.
There was such a rise in hate rhetoric, and I thought as a theater artist that I should contact my friend Susan Stone, who's a Jewish storyteller, and Kim Schultz, who's a Christian storyteller, and I said, you know, we represent the three Abrahamic faiths. Let's respond to the hate with love and with theater and with stories, and show the world how we are more similar than we are different. And that's how Keeping Faith, Sisters of Story came to be.
I thought immediately of this piece that I commissioned a few years ago called 7 Responses. So it's looking at how we viewed suffering in the 17th century, the late 17th century, and that was very much focused on Christ, and looking at how we view suffering or observe the suffering in others today.
The beautiful thing about theater is that people listen to the stories, and then we have a post-show discussion where you can ask questions, and it's a very safe space. So people ask us different questions, and they're learning. They're learning about the Jewish faith, Christian faith, Islamic faith.
Choirs are a community. And they are a community of individuals, and the individual relies on the community to make the sound, and the community relies on the individual to make the sound. So I think that's what ensemble music does in general, and choirs just happen to do that with breath, which is how we live.
And my mother and I brought our knives and scissors to him to make sure they were sharp, because even though we didn't live like Rockefeller, we could sense his pump.
You know, art taps into something different, because the arts tap into our heart, and they don't just connect with our intellect, they connect to our heart and our emotions, and they teach us how to be better human beings. And that's the power of art, that's the power of storytelling. It can remind us of our shared humanity.
Because if you could stand and hold hands and sing and make world peace, it would have happened a long, long time ago. But we can sing about stuff that's important. And we can at least make context for ourselves that allow us to think more deeply about the world in which we live and how we contribute to it.
It's our stories that make us human, and it's by listening to our stories and having our stories reflect back on us makes us understand who we are. So I think art in all its forms is a way of kind of holding a mirror up to humanity and saying, this is who you are, do you like what you see, or would you like to make some changes?